Seen on our screen. I'm not, are we supposed to be seeing something on the screen?
Well, I'm still sharing my screen, I believe. By the way, hello,
Okay.
everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to, it's not session 8, it's session 10. My mistake of the Eugene Review Panel. We've come back to a new set of sessions in February here and then in April again. And yeah, you don't need me to welcome you actually, because we have a couple of special guest stars to welcome us back to the review panel. And let me just put those folks on the screen here. Give me just a second.
Hi, Linda. This is Cheryl.
Hey, everyone. And by the way, I guess I'll use this as an opportunity. While we're in the large group here, remember to mute your audio. And we'll have lots of time to say hello to each other in just a few minutes. But right now, mute your audio. And all right, let's see. Great. All right, a couple little videos. Surprise! The first one is from the mayor of Eugene, Lucy Venice.
Welcome back, Healthy Democracy Panel. We are grateful to you for your commitment to our community, to helping us plan for a city that provides housing that is safe and healthy and convenient for everyone. It is an important conversation. It's a legacy conversation. We're grateful to you for dedicating your time and bringing your insights and experience into this very important planning process. Thank you again, and best of luck for the good work you will do. We are looking forward to hearing the results of your conversations.
All right, and one more, where that came from. Just a minute here. All right.
Hey there, Healthy Democracy Panel. I'm Sarah Maderi. I'm Eugene's city manager, and I just want to start off by giving you a huge helping of gratitude for the work you've done for our community. I've worked for the city for 25 years. I've done a lot of community engagement. I used to be in planning and development and worked on a lot of planning projects. And I think that one of the things that I didn't just learn from the work that you did, but I'm actually super inspired by is a couple of things. And one, just a reminder that your service is just such a reminder of how our community cares, and that when we ask you for help, you step up and say, yes, we're here and we'll invest our time and we'll learn and we'll give you our valuable advice. And I think that's the part that I really was struck by, was how much you care about our shared future. And I just think this was such a great process. I loved hearing about your experiences, especially some of the voices that said you didn't expect to participate as much as you did, and that you actually had a lot to say. And I just think that that's a great reminder that a lot of people out there in our community that we don't always hear from actually have a lot to say. And I'm here to tell you we're listening, and I'm excited to see where this whole process goes. Thank you so much for your time.
All right, just a couple of personal welcomes, and yeah, welcome from me too. It's really nice to see everyone and to be back with you again for a few short sessions in February, as I mentioned, a few short sessions in April. And let me start off by just saying a couple things about what is going to happen in those sessions. Get ready for yet another screen share here. So many screens to flip between. All right. Here we go. Yes. ready. Perfect. Got it. All right. Woo! I've made it through the gauntlet of screen sharing tonight. My goodness. So here's just a little diagram of what the next few days here in February, and then what those few days in April are going to look like. And first, just a quick scheduling mention. As you know from back in December, we're doing we're instead of using your time as sort of 2 days in February, say, and 3 in April, or 3 in February and 2 in April, we're doing 2.5 basically here in February. A full night tonight, a full night on Thursday, and then a half session next Tuesday. And same thing in April. So same dates, everything, nothing's changed since what we gave you in back in December.
Excuse me, Lynn.
But
I can't see this. The screen is blurry. Like the letters aren't clear. Does anybody else have that problem? Oh,
blurry for anybody else?
okay.
My screen is fine.
Okay, it's like all pixelated, so something must have happened. Sorry to interrupt.
No problem. Thanks for letting me know. It could be a connection. It sounds like it might be a connection issue on your side. I'm glad to hear it's not my side. As you know, up here in Portland, we got a snowpocalypse the last few days, and I just got my internet back actually a few hours ago today, so very exciting. Let's hope it holds on. But hope your internet's all right too. No problem at all. So basically what's going to be happening here in February is 2 things, and you'll see sort of on that top row is the HB 2001 related stuff in blue. So you're going to be reviewing the code, sort of a code framework and trade-offs, errant comma there, and then review draft code coming back in April, which is basically what the plan was before. But there's these sort of concepts, frameworks at this stage, and then as it gets more and more refined, then you'll come back and look at sort of the more refined version in April before it goes on into various other steps, Planning Commission and City Council and all of that over the following year. But at the same time, here in February, and this will be particularly next week on Tuesday, you'll be working on general public engagement recommendations. So this is not related to HB 2001. This is related to your experience in this panel. And as participants in a unique and new kind of thing, the city really wants to know your feedback and how that might apply to other public engagements that they do. And likewise, in April, the steering committee had a conversation a few weeks ago, and partly based on the importance that you placed on affordability in your recommendations, in your principles from back in November and December, there was a lot of discussion about sort of expanding the panel to talk about other affordability recommendations as well, housing affordability stuff as well, outside of just the code writing for HB 2001. And that's something that I think the steering committee is going to keep working on in their next meetings over the next couple months, and we'll come back with in April, or come back with a plan to ask you to talk about that some more in April, or perhaps to stay on past April. I don't know. There's always that possibility. But before we get too excited, let's get down to the work of today. And to start that off, we're going to start off in base camps, good old base camps with the folks that you met on your very first day on the panel, just to check in and say hi. It's been a couple months. A lot has happened in those 2 months. And then to spend about 10 minutes just here at the beginning. Most of you, or hopefully all of you, will have received mailed packets with a bunch of documents in them. And there's one particular document in there called How to Read Code. It's the only one in color, so that's how you can find it. I think it was sort of the second document in the packet. So you'll spend 10 minutes just taking a look at that and sort of silently reading through it. If you've already read through it, cool. No expectation that you would have done that, by the way. But if you had, that's fine. There's a bunch of other documents in there to take a look at, and we'll just have a little bit of quiet reading time. So with that, let's go